Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Paper Dungeons mini campaign little series, Between the Rows. We had a great time in our last session. We met the characters. There was some additional character building. So if you want to know more about these, if you haven't watched the first episode, I sincerely recommend it. This week, we find our characters in a factory with a very disturbing creature. Let's see how it'll go.
Welcome, restless trespasser, to a town of no rapport. A simple, lonely resting place far from distant shore. It's where people live their lives asleep, awake within the dreaming. But in silent, shattered memory, a shadowed force is scheming. For the dead await beneath the golden stalk and blackened crow, yet mortal creatures never see what lies between the rows.
I have had everyone roll for initiative beforehand, so I'm just ready to start off if the rest of you guys are.
Let's do it.
First in the order, facing this strange quadra-armed monstrous creature. Mind you, this is about the size of a horse. This gray-skinned creature with the four arms grabbing onto the chains that just dropped from the ceiling. No head, just a stump where its head would be and a cavernous hole in its neck.
Aaron, I'm having flashbacks right now.
Oh, hush. This is totally not at all what I normally do. First up, Grant, you reacted pretty quickly to this. This is standard for you. You're like, immediately you go onto the football field. You're like, someone came around from the left. I'm a quarterback. I'm ready to rock.
Okay.
What do you do?
I am going to
and mind you, this thing you think is looking in general at your entire party.
At the entire party? I'll go up to it. I'll just take my bat and I'm just gonna do one big swing at it.
Yep, crack at it.
Ooh, that's not gonna be good. There's a 15 hit.
No. You hit into this like fleshy, bony creature, and the baseball bat just goes ding, and bounces off.
Yeah, that's great. Okay. Yeah. We're going to we're just gonna like sit there and look up at this thing and go, that was a mistake. And that's my turn.
In that case, next up, Bailey, hot off the presses, you see Grant run up there, whack at it with his brand new Louisville Slugger. Nothing happens. What does Bailey Patterson do?
Bailey spins his bat in his hand and he runs over and says, "Let me give it a try," and takes his bat right on the creature.
Welcome to Smite Night. Please roll an attack.
All right.
Oh yeah, right. Grant, Bailey, you're also a paladin, right?
Oh yeah.
Yes. Am I flanking?
Oh yeah, I can give you flanking. You go on opposite sides of this thing.
Okay. Well, that's a
16.
18.
Ooh.
18 hits.
Yeah.
Alrighty. And so
Just Bailey, right?
Does
Yes, actually.
Oh no.
A 10 damage.
Ooh, 10 damage.
Indeed.
Impressivo. Sure enough, you managed to actually hit it kind of on the elbow, like right on the funny bone. It's got 4 of them, so you have to eventually hit one.
Okay. He looks over at Grant and hits him on the arm and says, "You'll get him next time."
This is great.
Hey, quick question for the DM. Are our bats considered magical weapons?
No,
Great.
no, they are not.
Okay.
Sawyer,
Awesome.
this thing, you, even in all of your studying of lore, you have never heard of this thing. There might be some like random old legends that your mom might know more about it, but like this seems not like anything you've ever read about.
Yeah, okay. So in a spur of, oh my god, what the frick is that? She's gonna cast Produce Flame and chuck it at him.
You go to do your regular, you pull out your little symbol, and you're like, to the fairy mounds. And for the first time in a week since you've been practicing this, it doesn't work.
Yep. That's what I thought.
What?
You can see the flame starts up and it actually gets pulled from your symbol into its neck.
Ew, give that back! Is that all I can do?
That is your action to cast that spell.
I have to
Ah!
mark off the spell slot, right?
Oh, it's the
Produce Flame is a
cantrip for
cantrip,
me,
so it's all good.
Oh, okay, cool. Perfect.
Fine. Take it. Enjoy it. That's all I
Is that the
can
end of your turn?
do. Yeah, that's all I can do.
Excellent.
Uh-oh.
Eugene Crowbar Jones.
All right.
Live up to your namesake.
Sawyer attempts to gosh dang make some like she wiggles her fingers a bit.
Sawyer's like,
This is the usual. Nothing happens.
Yep. I'll just flick up my crowbar up into my hand. I'll just run over beside the thing. I can't get into flanking, right?
Oh yeah.
I can.
Oh yeah.
Perfect. I'm
It's like the size of a horse.
I'm
Horse
gonna-
horse
I'm
has
gonna-
flanks
I'm
for
gonna,
days.
I'm gonna smack. I'm gonna smack this
Can we
boy.
just loop it and just like beat on it?
Please make some attacks.
Ooh, okay, that's pretty good. Okay, so first one is an 18 on die.
That's good. That hits.
So question, Mr. DM, and I know I threw this idea out there originally. May I use a D8? Because this is theoretically my
Oh, yeah,
quarterstaff.
If it's a quarterstaff, go for it.
Perfect. Okay, so that's 7 points of damage,
Yeah, that's good.
and then I'm gonna expend a key point and flurry of blows.
Aha! 2 fists. Yeah.
And so I'll come down and just smack it with my crowbar before bringing up my knee into its belly.
Weird fleshy stomach bits.
Yeah. Okay, that's pretty good.
Can
Okay,
we
so that's a
trademark it
17 on
as-
die.
Trademark it as
that hits.
flurry of crow.
Yeah,
Okay.
flurry of crow.
Good.
If Edgar Allan Poe is a monk, would it be Flurry of Poe?
Yes. Yes. It
I'm
was.
so sad.
That's 8 points of damage.
That's solid.
And then after I bring up my knee, I'll bring up my crowbar up against my head and just slam it down in this thing.
Excellent. Now, I believe it's still considered an unarmed strike, correct?
Yeah.
The-
Yeah, they have to be.
So you bring up your crowbar and then go.
Although I miss with a 16.
16 does miss. After that,
Ooh,
you-
real quick.
oh yeah, ooh.
Because I can do this. I'm gonna then slink away from it real fast and scurry.
Doable.
Yep.
You see Crowbar Jones. Any of you who remember the junior year incident, this is familiar to you. The very
Oh no.
strike, just throwing hands. Like, Jared, you remember those football players? They were never the same.
That's amazing.
They were changed ever since the crowbar incident of junior year.
True.
And then he just jumps back, and the thing looks so confused as to what just happened that it doesn't even move. Until now. It will turn towards... it'll turn to look at Bailey. Eugene's too far away for it. It's going to focus on what's nearest to the thing that it can't see. And it's just going to start just wailing on you. It rears up on its hind arms, and its two clawed front arms will swipe at you.
Hold on now.
Is Bailey within 5 feet of me?
No, because you are flanking. 10 feet, though, he would be. Which I think 10 feet might do something.
Nope.
He's in range of your aura, not your thing.
Sorry, I'm trying, Bailey.
That's okay.
The first one's gonna miss.
I saw
Let's
it coming.
see. The second one. Ooh, that's also gonna miss.
Like an expert, Bailey just ducks under his claws and says, "He's feisty."
Yeah, no, it's big. This is nothing. This is basically like getting kicked at by a mule. Like, this isn't something you haven't seen before. The hands come out, and you're like, "Whoa, whoa!" They just kind of duck and both. That will be the end of its turn. Moving to Bev. This thing, you've got your hand on your pistol.
Right. I have a question.
I might have an answer.
I have the trick shot, piercing shot, which allows me to shoot through multiple targets. Could I manipulate that to shoot through multiple legs?
It won't give you a whole lot of a different effect, but you can use it if you want.
All right. I'll wait to see if I hit first. I'm aiming for the leg to make it harder to walk around.
Doable.
And then if I do hit, I would like to use a grip point to see if I can go through the back leg as well.
Sure.
All right.
Get it, Bev.
Let him up.
All right. That is a 25.
Yeah, just barely.
Right. So
you and ranged weapons.
I know. With my pistol, that is just 5 damage on that. But
okay.
Since I did hit, I would like to try. I have to make 2 attack rolls though to see if it goes through the back one.
Yep.
Oh, I don't know if this'll. No, that's a 16.
Yep, 16 misses. It hits. You can tell, Eugene. You can tell this because you've landed some blows. This thing's bones are like concrete. Like, they're tough bones. So your bullet hits the arm, just gets stuck in the 2 long. I don't know. Gosh, what, tibia and fibia? Is that it? I don't know how bones work.
That is. You're talking about the forearm.
Yeah, that's the one.
All right.
There you go.
They're specific names for those bones, though. I don't know what they are.
I just need to see.
Watch it, I'm wrong. I'm gonna look it up.
I
Well, there's
think
specific names for the bones.
that's all I'm gonna do for this one. I'm only gonna take the 1 shot right now.
Alrighty. Last but not least, once again, Jared. This monster thing. The whispering is much louder now.
Okay. First things first. I'm going to look at the creature and in abyssal mutter some words kind of incoherently under my breath, and I'm going to hex the boy.
Ooh.
Hex the boy.
He is now hexed, so I deal more
Yes,
damage
indeed.
to him. And then I'm going to pull out the folding knife and unfold it, and it's going to expand into its short sword form.
Yep. You see Jared pull out his pocket knife. He flicks it open, and it's just a whole sword. Like, it's just a whole sword.
And yeah, I'm going to. I mean, I have nothing else better I can do. I'm gonna run up to him and try to smack him.
Stellar.
So like open hand, like backhand.
Like
smack we talking
like
about.
I'm just like thrust my sword into the boy.
You're just
just poke him, just poke him real.
Did you do it? You have flanking. 50.
That's much better actually.
Better than 50. Wow, that's impressive.
24.
24, yeah, that hits.
Okay, great.
Which is
It is,
Yo,
it is better than
damage.
50.
That is better.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I should have planned this ahead of time, but I'm bad at that.
Happens. So this is going great.
So far.
7.
7.
7.
Awesome.
7 damage. 7.
Sounds great. At the end of your turn, that's right. I gave this thing that's fighting level 4 players legendary action.
Oh no.
Why not? There's 6 of us.
Exactly. Action economy. It's all about the economy.
It's 2008. You don't have one.
One of the chains from the ceiling begins to snake and move on its own, and it will wrap its way down towards it'll wrap its way towards Jared.
Of course
Jared
it does.
just tried to stab it. Please make a dexterity saving throw.
Tried. I succeeded.
I was the one who tried and failed, like most things.
What
Very
the
rare.
actual fuck?
How's that?
We're
Is that
one and
good?
the same.
Yeah.
13.
13. No.
Yeah.
This chain wraps down, and it wraps just around all of your limbs and kind of tightens them up, and you are considered restrained.
Mm.
Quick question: was that an attack?
No, it was a
Okay,
saving
I
throw.
failed. Yeah. Okay. Never mind.
So that's the end of your
Whole,
turn.
Protection paladin thing is not working.
Yes. Grant, it's your turn. Good old Grant Johnson. You're there. You're doing your best.
Great. So, cool. I'm gonna look at the snake thing, the snake chain, and I'm just gonna go and just kind of look at it and be like, let him go, and cast command.
Okay. Now, mind you, it is still just a chain, so it doesn't have like
Is it-
ears or anything.
Okay. Well, then I'll point at the thing, the creature that also does
Is that
Excellent.
technically an
It has
action
no
that I can
head.
take?
And I will cast command on that.
I like it. What is your one-word command?
Release.
Ooh,
Yes, I knew it.
very good. It has to make some form of save, a wisdom.
Command. Think of one word. Target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw.
Groovy. Trying to find where things are. There we go. It will fail.
Ooh.
Yeah, I suppose it'll work. Yeah, the chain loosens enough on you for you not to be considered restrained.
Great. And then. I feel okay, and then I'm gonna get within 5 feet of Jared, without
Awesome.
leaving the range of the creature.
Okay,
If that's at all possible.
if you want to get within the range of. Wait, actually, no, Jared, you made a melee attack, so yeah, you can get next to him.
Sweet. I'm gonna get next to my boy.
Awesome.
Wait, is there any way that I can get past him so I'm between Jared and Bailey?
No, that would require you to either to leave the range of
Hmm.
combat or leave the range of combat.
You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna risk it.
Okay, it'll make an attack roll against you.
Just try and hit me. I
Small
dare
brain.
you. You can't.
Small brain.
Does a 19 hit you?
Yes.
I repeat what I said. Small brain.
Hey man, I'm just trying to
Okay.
keep my boy
No
safe.
think.
No,
You take
Well, it is
9
Grant.
points of slashing damage
Oh,
and
that's fine.
6 points of psychic.
So 15 total.
15 total points.
Yikes.
Yeah.
We're all gonna die.
DJ, just because I'm curious, do you have an armor class of 18 right now? Or 16?
It is. I will when I find a trash can lid.
Is that the end of your turn, Grant?
Yes, sir.
Next up, Bailey Patterson. You
All
see
right,
Grant get straight up railed, but he does manage to seem to tell this thing like what to do, and it works.
All right, Bailey.
My
Bailey
animal
says-
handling's better than yours.
Maybe. Bailey says, "All right, men, don't give up." And by doing so, he channels his divinity, and he gives Grant, Eugene, and Jared all advantage on strength, dex, and con saves for the next minute.
That's pretty cool.
Yay, melee fighters.
Yay! And then he says, and you're going down. And he once again tries to hit him with tries to hit the big army thing.
Absolutely excellent.
The big army thing.
Big
And that
army
is-
thing.
That is another 18.
That'll hit.
Doo-doo-doo.
What I call
And that
Angel
is
Lopez.
a 11 damage.
Oh, you are swinging for the fences.
I'm rolling high, my
Isn't
friend.
he a marine?
yeah.
Our local hometown slugger, Bailey Patterson, once again knocking things out of the park. Grant,
Ooh.
your greatest sadness as a
true.
pitcher.
I'm just, I just can't beat him. He always had a batting record just slightly higher than mine.
Every time.
What can I say?
Yeah, to my father's everlasting shame.
It's from the countless days chopping wood.
Sawyer, you do think that as this creature has moved its head to face Bailey Patterson, it is no longer looking directly in your direction.
Okay. I'm gonna take that as a hint as I can try again. So she's gonna take the little keychain and be like, okay, you know what? That was my time. Okay, you gonna pull it together now? Okay, let's do this. And then she's gonna do produce flame again and try and check
100%.
it. Okay.
Doable. This time you see from the center of this little like dream catcher keychain that she has, she definitely made it herself. A little spout of flame pops up and then billows into around the size of a soccer ball.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's a 19 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
I'm doing something, you guys.
I always
Yay, good job.
love seeing Lydia get excited. It never gets old.
Well, you see, she doesn't get the opportunity to be excited very often,
Especially in the main one.
Yeah, and whose fault is that?
That's 6
Hers.
points of
She
fire
made the
damage.
character.
6 points. That's how math works, Aaron. Excellent. Yeah, this soccer ball sized little ball of flame just kind of gently is tossed from Sawyer's hand. It just scatters over the back of this creature. It does seem singed and hurt. Eugene, you're a little weirded out because she's done this about 50 times before and it has never caused fire. That's a new one for you. You always see her with the hand movements and she's talking to the stuff, but this is weird.
Yeah,
She's
it never
gonna-
worked before.
She's gonna like grin and like look around and see if anybody else is like watching.
I'm assuming we all noticed that
Oh
fire
yeah,
just happened.
just fire just appeared right now.
Meanwhile,
Okay.
Jared is just like, help.
Eugene Crowbar
Help it.
Jones.
Okay.
It is your time now.
Okay. I turn to Sawyer and give a like, and then I turn back towards this thing and just charge at it again.
100%. Make some attack rolls.
Yep.
An uncomfortable
Look at your
thumbs up.
face.
Do I still get flanking?
Yeah, you still got some people you can maneuver around.
Okay. Okay, that's gonna miss. Yeah, no, that's gonna miss. That's a 17.
That is its armor class. Yes.
Good job, Crowbar.
Yes. All right. Cool.
Attaboy.
Ah, of course. Well, that's 1 plus 4 is
Hey, that's
5
5.
points of damage.
You're killing it. You're doing great.
Do I want to do another flurry of blows?
Flurry of crows.
Flurry of
Do it.
pose.
Do it.
You know, why not? Does this thing look pretty beefy still?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'll flurry of crows.
Oh yeah, he says.
Stellar.
Okay. Okay, so that's a 12 plus 8, 18 to hit.
18 to hit. Yeah, that'll hit. Obviously, that's how math works.
And dang it, I keep doing the whole flurry of crows, but I only hit once, so I might as well just use my normal bonus action.
It's a flurry of blow.
Yeah. So that's another one on die, so that's another 5 points of damage.
5 damage. Let's see. That'll bring it down to that number.
And then I will quick scurry away again.
Excellent. Yeah, you pop back out. It is now back to the leggy thing. Well, the army thing, actually. But speaking of arms, Eugene, you whack with the crowbar. Some of the flame is still a little covering it, and it sizzles as your fist pounds into the side.
Mm-hmm.
And you actually leave what you think is a dent, but as you pop away, it almost like cracks open and 2 more arms pop out of between its ribs.
No!
That's bad.
So yeah, that's fun. It's gonna make some attacks. First off,
No, it's not.
let's see. Bailey Patterson, you're there.
Oh,
You're living the
I
dream.
knew-
You're there.
I knew
You're killing
it was
it.
going to go for me. I am the biggest threat.
First one, I believe, will miss with a 14.
That
Pretty
does
sure.
indeed miss.
Come on, Aaron. Let's roll some dice. Nope. Worse than a 14.
Indeed.
I'm great at rolling dice. It's now, since it's kind of reared up on its back arms, which is great for me to say. That's a great statement. Its 2 mid arms are also going to swing now.
Oh, good.
Oh,
How
that
many?
time it crits you.
At who?
See, I was,
This time it's going at Jared. The first
Oh.
2 arms go at Bailey. The second 2 go at Jared.
Oh, thank
I
God.
will go ahead and, since I'm within 5 feet, use my fighting style, which is protection. So
Yes, you
I'm
will.
going to reaction to impose disadvantage on the attack against Jared.
Does a 15 hit you, Jared?
It does not.
Excellent.
Aha!
So yeah, you see this hand snake up out of nowhere to grab Jared, and you just kind of like, no, and stick your bat out and poke it away, and it just barely scrapes past Jared. But it's still got more arms. It's got so many arms. It's got more arms than you could ever imagine.
Try me,
Is there
son.
Is there 3 sets of arms now, or
There are 3
or
sets of
4?
arms. Yes, it has 2 arms acting as legs, normal 2 arms, and then 2 more arms that come out of its ribs.
So it's 4 sets of arms.
No, that's 3. So 2 arms,
Three
2 arms,
pairs
2
of
arms.
Okay.
3 pairs of arms.
I'm sorry. I thought you were saying that you had like 2 pairs of arms acting as legs, like you were standing on 4 legs.
No,
Okay.
no.
Got it.
It's
Got it.
just
All right.
it's just on weird arm legs.
Wait, isn't
Got
a
it, I
pair
understand.
3 arms?
Yes.
I'm
That's
just
not how
that's
math
right,
works. But Jared, the second attack against you, that one's gonna hit with an 18 on die. I'd assume.
Oh man.
Just on a
yeah.
base guess.
Man, could it
I tried so hard.
roll less?
Dude, I've been rolling badly this entire time. You don't get to complain. That'll be 9 slashing and 2 psychic.
I don't get to complain. I haven't rolled above a 10 this entire
Well,
game.
welcome to my life in every day. So
Like
that'll
what,
be
like
a total of 11
Yeah,
damage, Jared.
Okay.
Were you using the hex spell?
No.
Okay, good.
This is my sword boy thing.
Let's
My
see.
warlocky thing.
It will turn its head to face Sawyer again.
Doesn't have one.
Yeah, its neck stump.
Oh,
It will turn its body. It will re-land back on its legs and kind of peer back towards Sawyer, catching Jared, Grant, and Bev in its cone. That's the end of its turn. Bev, it's your time to shine.
So, is it on its back legs still?
Now it is back on all 6.
All right. I would like to aim for one of the back legs to make it harder for it to use all of its arms to
Doable.
attack.
Yep.
I'll go for the back right one first. That's a 18 on die.
18, yeah, that'll hit.
Alrighty.
It's just like a 27 in actuality. It's
That
small numbers.
is, well, I'm rolling great to hit and I'm rolling bad for damage. That's only 4 damage with that one.
Okay.
And I will use my extra attack. I get 1 per short rest. I'll use that and I'll aim for the other back leg on the left.
Extra.
That's another 18 on die.
Yeah.
Woo!
I wish I could roll like this ever.
And that is 8 damage, and I only have 1 bullet left before I have to reload.
Sounds great. End of your turn. It is going to send another one of those snaking chains. Actually, just the same one is going to retighten around Jared.
No.
So I need you to make a dex save. You have advantage on this because of Bailey's encouraging shout.
Encouraging shout.
You feel
Whoa!
the desire to work hard instilled
Whoa!
within you.
21?
Yeah, that'll save. Yeah, this time you're like, the poetry. And you just kind of jump, you do an interpretive dance away from the chain. And yeah, you managed to dodge it completely. It is your turn.
Okay, how far away am I from this thing?
You are right next to it.
And it's staring me down,
Oh yeah.
and metagame knowledge dictates that I can't do magic-y things.
I don't know. It's hard to tell. You
I don't even
haven't
know what
tried
this-
yet.
I know, I don't even know what this creature is, but like we're in a cone. You
What's
said
magic?
cone earlier.
Magic doesn't
you
exist
said
in this
cone.
world.
Magic isn't real, but you said cone.
Oh yeah. Safety cones are important. They let you know when things are safe.
Important. I'm gonna walk away from it. I'm gonna try to exit its cone.
Okay. Like around it or like away from it?
Like, can I circle around so I'm looking at it tiny?
Yeah, I'll let you do that. You can pass through friends' spaces and stuff.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, okay.
I'll let you kind of like just around the right side.
Okay.
You are leaving your friend Grant's protection.
It's fine. I accept my fate. Okay, we're gonna
15
we're
HP
gonna
for you.
give this a shot. I know. Thank you, Grant. Okay, thank you. Is that what you wanted? You want me to acknowledge the fact that
That's all I
that we're all
wanted.
suffering?
Yes.
Okay, I take out my book of poetry
Yes. It's your time to
Yes.
shine.
and
Quit.
I like rifle through it for a second, and then I'm like, no, none of these work. And I like start like humming a little bit, and then I just go, men of 5, still alive through the raging glow, gone insane for the pain that they surely know, for whom the bell tolls, and I cast Toll the Dead.
Excellent.
Nice.
It has to make a
that's
wisdom
good.
save, I believe.
Yes, it does.
That'll be an 11 because Aaron can't roll dice. So that's probably gonna fail. Am I right?
Yes.
Great for you, not for me.
So if you haven't noticed, there's a vast difference between how DJ DMs and how Aaron DMs. DJ can roll dice well.
Oh, wait.
and Aaron
Aaron
cannot.
can't.
It's missing some of its hit points, right?
It is. So you get additional damage.
D12.
I rolled 1 above the last time I rolled. It's
Nice. 8.
You know, this is why it's always nice when Aaron DMs, because
Yeah, it's super easy. Like
They're
nothing ever hits anything.
significant party advantage.
It's just great.
It feels wrong.
At level
It's
5,
right.
we could beat a Trask.
You're not wrong.
not like almost dead over here. Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking
Oh,
about.
you're fine.
That's the end of my turn.
Excellent. Now, if you're wondering, I'm not exactly using the bloodied rule, but I did put in a specific thing that when it reaches certain numbers of hit points, it can do more stuff. So it now has 2 legendary actions because it has more arms.
Oh, good.
So new chain time, chain gang. This time heading at Bailey.
Why are you
he-
picking on me?
Please make a dex
Doesn't he
save
have-
for me, Bailey
Do
Patterson.
you have advantage, Bailey? Did you give yourself
no.
advantage?
I
He
did
gave
not
it
give
to
myself
you,
advantage.
Eugene, and Jared.
Arun.
Yeah.
So that is
Add 2 to that damage. I forgot. It just says
Ooh, yeah.
damage rolls.
That's how math works. Yes.
that is indeed a 13 dexterity saving throw.
That
to
is
try to-
not enough. The chain
I did
wraps
not
around
think
your
so.
arms and legs, and you are considered restrained.
Oh,
Rip.
that's unfortunate. That is unfortunate.
To the top, Grant Johnson.
Yeah.
Forget
So-
about me. Go get him, Grant.
Sorry, big
So
guy.
I'm going to look at this headless creature, and for just a moment, my eyes will like spark over for just a second, and I'll cast Thunderous Smite as with my bonus action. So
It is currently looking at you. Your spell is expended,
I can't do
and
that.
your spell does not go off.
Rip.
Sucks to be a spellcaster, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, forgot about
Not,
that.
it's not great.
Okay.
Anti-magic cone. Good times.
Oh, I forgot about that. I feel stupid. As a fellow DM to another, I feel very stupid.
Hey,
Anyway,
thank you for not metagaming accidentally.
Yeah,
Drew.
it was great.
Just throwing out
what are you
random.
talking about?
Just throwing out random names.
If anyone,
I'm
it's
going
me,
to-
but you said cone.
I'm going to just smack the boy with my action. I was gonna
Yes.
hit him harder, but I can't do that now.
Hiya!
Anyway,
Hicha.
woo! Does an
Good
18
numbers.
hit?
Yes, yes, it does.
Woo! I get a roll dice. D8. We'll use that one. That's a 5 plus 5 is 10 damage.
10
Yeah.
damage. That is a good
This is
time.
not magical weapon.
Oh, I know.
Okay. Yeah.
Is that the end of your turn?
And yeah.
Excellent.
Can I get next to Eugene since I can't say Bailey anymore and
Eugene
Jared's
is
gone?
out of the range of attack of this creature, so you
Mm.
would have to move back.
Can I just get like real close to the thing? So like it's.
Oh
like,
yeah, you're
almost, like,
you're
harder
in
to-
it, dude. You are
Yeah, so
just
it's just
right
like-
next to it.
Can I like duck under it?
Sure, I would love for you to go underneath this thing. There is a small child beneath it.
Oh no! Yeah, okay. I'll go over there and I'll just like look at Timothy and be like, "Hey, bud," and that's my turn.
He's paralyzed in fear.
Someone
Oh.
cast Thunderwave and knock out Timothy.
I'm trying.
Let's see.
Question:
oh,
Am I
yeah.
outside of the cone?
Yeah, if
No?
you're underneath it, sure.
Since I'm underneath it. Sweet.
Rad,
Trad.
Sawyer.
Bad.
Oh wait, no, I'm a liar. Bailey, you are restrained.
I am indeed restrained.
You're in chains.
Now, can I attempt to break out of the chains?
Yes, it will require an athletic or acrobatics check to attempt to escape the chains. That's
I
how.
I will attempt to pull the chains off me, therefore making it athletics.
Yep,
And that is indeed an 18 to pull off the chains.
that is enough. You're like, I remember that time that I got stuck in the gosh dang corn silo. This is nothing.
Hey,
Just
that's
saying,
an-
corn silos are incredibly dangerous. Actually.
Yeah, they
So
actually
dangerous, you're gonna
contribute to a
die.
lot of death. Yeah,
Yeah. Like a
You'll
lot of
like
people
get
die.
buried in
They
it
are
and
actually
suffocate.
that is
Yeah.
how you can drown.
Yeah, it's not
Can you
good.
tell that all of us are from the Midwest?
Yeah, you use your action to just bust out of these chains. It's
I do.
great.
I just pull them right off me.
Anything else, Bailey?
Ooh, it's my turn. I will actually, I will bonus action, I'll bonus action cast Hunter's Mark because I'm getting real mad and I'm thinking this thing's about to go down. And so Hunter's
super
Mark
pumped.
that guy.
You are actually also within the cone of its vision, if I remember correctly.
Oh,
So you're like, ha! And then just nothing happens.
I thought that'd be cooler.
Sucks to be a spellcaster.
Is that now the end of your turn?
Just smack it.
That
He already used his action.
I already used my
Already
action,
used
so
action.
No one.
that is my turn.
Eugene. Wait, I keep skipping over names. Sawyer.
Just stop using spells and everyone just.
Is it still looking in my direction?
Yes, you are currently still within its vision.
Move out the cone.
Okay, yeah, no.
Shillelagh.
That's a spell.
Well, I haven't
Damn it.
gone up to it.
Yeah, no, you're still pretty far back. It actually is harder for you to get out of the cone because you're close or you're farther away.
Shillelagh.
Can't do much,
This is your time, Sawyer.
but I can try to do this. And she's gonna adjust her rings, and is gonna go up and
Yeah!
punch it.
Yeah!
Crowbar has taught you a little bit. Please make an attack roll.
Oh man, that's amazing.
That's 19
19, that
again.
hits.
Ooh.
So Sawyer pulled how many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
An old man.
Now, you all know Sawyer does have like big, heavy rings on all the time,
Boy,
which
that's very
are effectively acting as like brass knuckles. So, yeah, it's a good time.
Amazing.
5 points of damage.
That's great.
Wow.
Stellar. Is there anything else you would like to do on your turn?
Yeah, how are my friends looking?
Well, that's actually a good question. How many of you have actually gotten hit?
Me.
So Jared
No, not
doesn't look
hit.
great.
Jared got
He's
smacked.
looked better.
Jared got smacked and reduced to like half his normal energy.
Grant took damage from an opportunity attack, I think.
Oh yeah.
Grant get hit too.
So you have two of them. They're not looking the best. They're not looking bad though.
I
Football-
got
the
hit,
football-
but I look fine.
The football team's taking abuse.
I'm gonna. Okay, so I've run up to it. Who's close to me?
Who is close to you? Right now you're next to Bailey. Jared went around to the back. Grant is pretty close. He's underneath the creature, which is totally safe.
Don't do anything. For me.
And I suppose that would mean you'd also be pretty close to Timothy.
Okay, so
He looks terrified.
I'm not close to Jared.
No, Jared is towards the back end of it. It's around 10 feet away from you.
Why'd you gotta go to the hiney? Okay,
Because
I'm gonna end my turn there.
Excellent.
gotta touch the butt.
Eugene.
Okay.
Currently, you're really proud. Sawyer had a real good right hook there.
Yeah.
You taught her that. It was a good time.
Yeah. How tall is this creature again?
Oh, around horse tall when it's on all six legs. So maybe 6-7 feet. When it's on its hind arms. God, that phrase is so good. When it's on its hind arms, you would say it's probably around 12.
Okay.
Like
Is
12, 15.
Is it on all sixes right now?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. What I'd like to attempt to do is I'll run up to it once again, as I do, and more or less attempt to get on, like vault myself and get on top of it.
I will allow this. That will be a grapple check.
Okay.
Contesting grapple. Yaw! Well, I mean, it's not bad. So, athletics for you.
Yep. 18.
That'll beat it. It got a 15.
Hey.
You managed to grab and land right in the small part of your back where like you can't ever like reach.
Oh no.
And you're just like,
And if I can, I'll just like I'll wrap my legs around the thing.
yep,
And I'm beating this thing.
yep. Grapple would
rodeo
count as an
night.
attack. You can use your bonus action flurry of blows,
I
or just a normal bonus action if you'd like.
Flurry of crows.
see. The thing is, I've already used 2 points of crows, and I only have 2 more.
He only has 4 crow points in total.
Yeah, I only have 4 crow points. So
All right.
I
It only has 4
will
crowbars, as
bonus
we'll
action
say.
attack, but I won't use a crow point.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
Would I still have advantage?
Yes,
I'm
theoretically, you're
flanking with
flanking with Grant, who is underneath it. If you're on top and he's underneath. Turns out Grant's been a bottom this whole time.
We've covered all sides, guys.
It's a 6 and a 10, so a total of 16, which misses.
Correct.
So
turns out this thing's back real hard.
Yep.
Your back can absorb up to 6 times the amount of damage as the front part of you. Facts
Wait, is that,
learned
like,
from
true?
anime.
All right then.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Now, was the creature bucking at all?
No, not yet.
Okay, I was just curious, because if it was, then you could maybe follow the theme and say a flurry of does. But
Nope.
it's a stretch. It's a stretch.
Anyway, it will once again kind of like teeter upwards to its hind arms. Ugh. Eugene, you're just swinging. You're like,
Yeah, just holding on.
it will make some attacks. It's going to make 2 attacks at Sawyer and 2 attacks at Bailey. You're there.
Fine. I guess.
Alrighty.
I guess.
The attack against Sawyer will crit. The attack against Bailey will be a 23.
Yeah, that hits me.
Great.
I just got out of the chains and I was just getting ready, and then it came out of nowhere.
What was this about you rolling bad?
If you complain enough, the world will change.
Well, Lydia, when it comes to you, there's an exception, apparently.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm always the exception.
27 damage to Sawyer.
Oh,
All right. That's
And
that's
then
a lot.
for Bailey,
How unconscious are you?
I'm getting the world's starting to go a little dark right now.
and it'll be 8 total damage to Bailey.
I have no health compared to you guys. Oh my god, I just realized.
2 more attacks, 1 at each of you. Don't worry, these are probably gonna miss. I know
27.
that this one misses Bailey. Does a 10 hit you, Sawyer? Great.
Oh!
So disappointed. Ugh. That'll be the end of its turn. It will drop back down to its all 6 legs. It hasn't gotten to make its special attack, and I'm sad. After that, Beth, things are getting crazy.
Right.
You've got a rodeo.
I had a plan, but now Eugene is on its back, so I don't think that would be very wise of me.
Break out the dynamite.
My bad.
Well, yeah. All right. I'll wait
Grenade
for
in the
that.
boat.
I would like to shoot another bullet at it, but
Oh.
accidentally muted myself. I would like to aim at an area that would not hurt Eugene if it went through the skin.
Oh, yeah, it's got a whole lot of body.
All right, I'll just take
It's
another
got a
shot.
whole lot of body, he says.
That's
thick?
a 16.
It
plus
is thick. 16
7,
plus, yeah, that'll hit.
23.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I'm just waiting for the day when she misses.
That's 7 damage, and I am all out of bullets. It takes a whole action for me to reload, so I'll have to do that on my next turn.
Alrighty. End of your turn. Hey, Jared. It's your
Yeah.
good old friend, the snake chain.
No.
Dexterity saving throw with advantage from Bailey.
The snake chain.
Billy.
It's
Bailey.
disturbing, but it's also like almost cute to think about. Is that weird?
It reminds me of Shark Boy and Lava Girl with the little plugs.
How
Yes.
you doing there, Jared? Doing good?
19?
Hey, that's good enough.
Ah.
It is your turn, Jared.
Sweet.
He eats a cheese stick.
It replenishes his health.
I don't know what to do. Everything's falling apart. Okay. We're going to yeah, okay. Is there a portion of this boy that's like not that like no one's around? You know, does that make sense?
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, you can find a little bit, probably around where near where you are.
Like, I don't want to get my friends killed.
Well, it depends on what you're trying to do. If it's a fireball, then you're in trouble.
Can I? Yes. No. That's a 5th level spell.
That's a 3rd level spell. What do you mean?
Third level spell. I'm a warlock.
You don't get those to like level 17.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and reposition myself back next to Durant. And
so you're gonna crawl underneath it?
Oh yeah, he's underneath the thing. He's
doable.
He's being bottomed by the, or he's being topped by the creature.
And Eugene.
And Eugene.
I'm a bottom, but I'm also a dom. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyways, okay, Grant. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna skedaddle my way over towards where like Sawyer and the rest are, and on the opposing end, kind of just getting some of this boy into the sphere. I'm going to mutter something in Abyssal, but really it just sounds like. And as I do, a dark sphere appears.
Excellent.
That actually no. Yeah. A dark sphere appears at the tip of my hand, and from that dark sphere where my fingertips would be. Oh wait, no, I should position myself differently. Oh no, that would potentially kill everyone. Never mind. Never mind. Can we pretend like Ryan actually knows what spell he's casting, and I didn't walk towards my friends.
You've been taught how to use these spells by the creepy knife.
Oh, I'm fully aware, but
so you know what's good.
Jared knows what's going on. Ryan's a freaking idiot.
Yeah, no. Put yourself where your character would put yourself.
So I'm gonna remain where I am, and in fact, oh god.
Cast Murder Death Ball, the spell.
No, I'm going to take a couple steps back, and he's going to potentially hit me, and this is okay.
That's fine. I would love to potentially hit you.
Try me. Try me, kid. Come on.
What failure dice should I use?
Is he within 5 feet of me?
Not if he's walking backwards.
Okay.
Does a 20 hit you?
Fuck. Kill me.
Don't worry, that's not a whole lot of damage. That'll be 5 slashing and 4 psychic, so a total of 9.
Oh no.
How you doing there, bud? All right, you doing great?
We're living our best life. Yeah, okay. So now walking like, I don't know, 10 feet back, maybe.
Yeah.
I'm going to cast the spell that I was going to cast, where the black ball appears at the tip of my fingers, and I cast Arms of Hadar.
Ooh, good one.
Make a strength saving throw, you piece of trash.
Would love nothing more than to do with what you have said. So the 17 save.
Fuck, dude. Okay.
I can only make people suffer that are edgy or weird. That's the only one.
Oh no, all of us are in trouble.
Okay, let's just blat. Wow. Wowie, wow.
You doing great? Half damage? Good times?
He takes 2 points of damage.
Is that pre-halved or no?
That's already halved.
Okay, great. It's better than it not being halved.
Better than 1.
And
1
is better than none.
I'm so sad.
Damage is damage, okay?
Hey, Jared, you're just figuring this stuff
Damage
out.
is
No
damage.
worries.
That actually,
Your knife seems disappointed in you.
that
I'm disappointed in me, knife.
Aaron, that
Your
reminds
knife
me
seems
of
disappointed in you.
that reminds me of a D&D like meme I saw of the scene from Incredibles 2 where Mr. Incredibles like math is
Damage
math.
is damage.
But it's like it's
That's
a
the
it's a
meme.
barbarian. It's a barbarian. It's just like damage is damage.
Damage is damage. Back to the top of the order, but specifically at the end of Jared's turn. Hey, it's your friend Snake Chain. Hey, this time Sawyer, you haven't been snake chained yet. Please make a dex save.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Please
love it.
make a dex save.
Yeah. No.
Mm-mm,
That's
no, not
that's a 6.
I've seen this movie. Wrapping chains. All around you. Real restrained. Great, Grant, it's your turn. You're underneath this thing. Things aren't good.
Okay.
How bad does this thing look?
Well,
hurt.
I mean, it doesn't look at full health.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah.
See, what you don't realize is the next hour is gonna be combat still of us
Oh.
wailing into this thing.
Dude, he's only up to one extra pair of arms.
Only.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Am I within the cone?
We're all gonna die.
Oh no, you are not within the cone. You feel
Okay.
fully able to do magic stuff.
Smite, 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 smite,
Smite.
No.
Smite.
Yes, I'm going to
Smite.
do a form of it.
smite.
Smite Knight is up and running, boys.
You
I'm gonna
have
cast
advantage.
Thunder Smite.
You have advantage to hit.
I'm
All
gonna
the
cast
smites.
Thunder Smite,
Yes.
which means
How
that I
many
get
is
to
it?
do an extra 2d6 damage,
Excellent.
and then I'm gonna whack the boy.
Make
Right
an
in the
attack
ribs.
roll.
You have advantage.
You have advantage. This is your time.
Hey, Aaron, hold on. I apologize. 4, it's actually 4. I add my proficiency.
Yes, indeed you do.
I did it, guys.
Yes, Ryan.
In your DM,
I keep
Yeah.
forgetting.
Say you crit.
that would be a natural 20.
Yes.
That's really good.
Hey, DJ, don't forget you can also divine smite.
No, I have no more spell slots.
What?
Wow.
How have you used them all already?
He's only level 4.
Support.
I'm only level 4. I only have 3, and I tried to cast Thunder Smite last time, and then I cast Command the first time.
Oh yeah, command. I forgot.
Support.
That's so sad. Because that would have been so many.
I'm trying to be a good,
many
helpful
damage.
player. Okay, so 8 plus 6 plus 6 is 20, plus another 8 is 28, plus 4 is 32, plus 5 is 37 points of damage, please.
Beefy.
Oh my god.
It doesn't look like it liked that a lot. It's not a big fan of those numbers that you have just said.
Yeah. Additionally, it needs to make a strength saving throw.
Ooh. Nope.
No. It
No.
gets pushed back 10 feet and is knocked prone.
Excellent.
And then when I hit it, there was a boom of thunder that filled up the whole building and probably shaked it a little bit.
Timothy doesn't look great. Timothy's not super excited. Now I should say, hey, Eugene Crowbar Jones, could you please make a athletics or a strength saving throw for me?
Can
I
it-
was gonna
can it be
say.
a dex saving throw?
If you're trying to leave. Do you want to go home? That'll be a save.
I want to go home.
I'll stick with the strength. It's fine.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. 16.
16. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you hang on to this thing. You do notice you are now underneath it, but it doesn't fall prone.
Nice.
It gets knocked 10 feet back onto its back, and its arms snap and turn around backwards.
Nice.
And it is now the reverse way. So you're now underneath it.
Oh my god. Well, this
Hey.
is a nice change of scenery.
Quick question.
Yeah.
While I was underneath it, looking up at this thing, did it seem like the underside, which is now the backside, did it have any interesting characteristics to it?
It's gross.
You saw a single eye in its neck hole.
Yes. Actually,
Where the bone- where,
there's
like,
a
the spine should
1,000
be?
eyes
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
neck hole. Yeah, that's a thing. Bailey.
Yep, Bailey glares at the thing and says, "You've done enough damage," and he runs over. He's angry.
I should mention the eye. Well, the neck hole is now facing the opposite direction.
Yes, that's what I was hoping.
So you are in the clear. All of you are free and clear of the cone of sadness.
Bailey is angry, so first he's actually going to cast as a bonus action Wrathful Smite.
That's a good one.
And then I can also use Divine Smite, right?
Yes.
Yeah, if you hit.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
After you know you hit, you can do Divine Smite as well. Yeah.
So as he's walking up, he casts Wrathful Smite, and then as he swings, he is also doing a Divine Smite.
If you hit.
That's a good one. Make an attack roll.
Am
You
I
won't
flanking?
have flanking. No, because Eugene is in a bit of a predicament at the moment, so
Yeah,
it isn't
I'm
super
kinda-
beneficial.
Okay.
Just
So
blows
that,
Eugene up.
Blows Eugene up.
oh no, that's a 14.
That is not enough. You swing,
Sad.
and once again, this time it kind of just elbow blocks you, and you just slam into the hard part of one of its arms.
On the bright side.
Don't worry, your spell isn't gone.
Yeah.
So hey, that's good.
Yay! Yeah. Bailey mutters, "Keep your eye on the ball."
Eugene, you're underneath this thing.
correction,
It's
Sawyer.
not fun.
Sawyer.
Oh, God, your name is I just skip over it every time. Sawyer, you're there.
Here, yeah.
Yep, you are there. Things aren't great.
No, things aren't great.
No, it's not good.
No.
Oh yeah, you're restrained right now, aren't you?
Yeah.
Oh, it's
mhm.
even worse.
Oh yeah.
Good.
So it's not looking over here.
No, it is not at the moment looking over.
Oh, okay, thank goodness. I'm gonna do cure wounds on myself. And I believe that's all I can do. So you can move on while I
Excellent.
add
This time,
things.
Eugene, it's still not looking good over here. It's not looking good anywhere, but
Nope.
especially for you.
Yep.
It's not great.
Am I prone right now?
No, you are
I'm
not
just
prone, you're
like
technically
wrapped-
climbing.
Yeah, I'm just
You are in a
like on this
climbing
thing.
position. You're just kind of hanging there.
Right. See, it's about now that I actually kind of wish I took the grappler feat. I considered it, but I chose not.
You know the thing, like Odysseus hid under the sheep to get into the Cyclops lair? That's you, except this sheep has no head and will kill you instantly.
There's no Cyclops. I'm just under the sheet.
It's just, this is the Cyclops. You're under the Cyclops.
Yeah, I know. I'm just gonna while hanging on, just take out my crowbar and just smack it. Just
make some
literally
attacks.
just like to its side. Oh my goodness. Ah.
Not great?
I don't have an advantage for some reason. do I?
No,
No.
you
Now
don't.
we're all away.
Well,
For
I knocked
some
it off.
reason.
well, that's a 5 plus 6, so that's a no. Yeah. Second attack.
Sounds good. Bonus action. Yeah. Not great? That sounds like a not good face.
That sounds like
a not good
I can
face.
feel it from here.
You know, you would be correct.
Not great. Okay,
Because
so
I
that
rolled
means
the exact same thing.
it's its turn, so that's fun.
Yep. Just chilling out.
Yeah, so right now, Bailey's in front of it. It's going to make 2 attack rolls against Bailey.
Naturally.
See, I knew I should.
Quick question, DM. Does it have to turn around to face Bailey?
No. No, it does
Ooh,
not.
That's
This is
icky.
with its hind legs now.
Gross.
This is
I
a-
see. It flipped
yeah.
the orientation of it. It didn't like
Good thing.
flip over upside down. Okay, I see.
Yeah.
So now its head is facing the where its head would be is facing the opposite direction.
Okay.
So it's grabbing you with its butt legs. Well, its butt arms.
Just like a horse does.
Okay, so the lowest number I rolled on these 2d20s totals up to a 21.
So
You have an armor class of 16, right?
I do indeed.
Okay, so both of those are going to hit. Awesome.
Bailey's
Good thing you're a
dead.
paladin who took the tough feat, right, Grant? Or Bailey, I should say.
Bailey's gonna die.
No.
That'll be
Six
for the
grenades.
first attack.
He's starting
it'll
to figure out my duck move.
9 damage for the first attack.
Ah. I felt worse.
It'll
14.
be 11 damage for the second attack, and you are considered grappled.
Oof.
Oh,
Oh,
Um,
tough.
It is two of its arms, its upper arms, well, its butt arms are going to grab you, and then it's going to storm forward back to its original position. It's going to make another 2 attacks.
Ow, ow,
Don't worry, Bailey. I got
ow.
it. I got
They're going to be against Jared.
ow. I've fallen out of a character once. It was kind of like this.
2 attacks. Let's see. Does a 15 hit you?
No.
Okay. Does a 20 hit you?
Shield.
Okay, great. So now, in that case, hey, guess what? 2 people happen to be either restrained or grappled, so I get to choose one of them.
Nope.
Now the question is, should I choose Bailey or Sawyer? So many
Roll-
options.
correct answer.
Roll a d4. Odd is
Um,
Bailey, even Sawyer.
No,
Oh, I
I'm
love
the
that.
Why
odd
would you
one.
do this to
Odd
us?
is
Yeah,
Sawyer,
I'll let that happen. Sawyer,
Wow.
you're odd.
This is your
It's
fault,
Sawyer.
no matter what.
I tried, Sawyer. What did you want
So
from me?
this time it once again it flips back to its original orientation. So Eugene, you're back on top. Back on top. But now this thing is just looking right at you, Sawyer. And its neck hole will it'll just try to eat you. It opens up and it just tries to eat you. You look into the abyss.
Ew.
Inside of this thing is just a mess of this like purplish black oily goop filled with countless eyes.
No.
Like just thousands.
It was
of
a joke.
eyeballs.
It was a joke.
Oh, you would think it was a joke, wouldn't you?
I mean, it was a joke.
And sure enough, out of this cavern, 4 more of these chains try to just rip you to shreds.
Say psych right
um,
now.
Oh, love that.
Yeah, it's pretty great for me.
Mhm.
Sawyer wanted odd.
Question: does a 22 hit?
Oh, no, it doesn't.
Okay, great.
Roll a deception.
That's okay. Let me grab some dice here.
We're all gonna die.
Roll the
Is
Let me grab-
Sawyer within 5 feet
It was
of me?
fun being
so
on the
he can charge
stream.
back up and then,
Yeah.
It already had advantage, and that was the lowest number it rolled.
okay.
I already knew if you would like to impose disadvantage, you sure can.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you right now, it won't matter.
Yeah, I know. Okay.
Oh, he looks so sad.
So that'll be
The rest of this side story will just be Aaron and the NPCs. For like 5
that'll
episodes.
be 15 piercing damage, and I'm not done.
Sawyer, no.
I'm not
Sawyer,
done, he
no.
says.
No.
I already took
She's
me
already
out.
unconscious,
Bye,
Aaron.
Sawyer.
No.
Oh, hold on. But it's
No.
actually it's better if it's all one attack.
14 psychic damage.
I'm already out.
You're
So-
unconscious? Okay, but you're not dead.
You're just not
We can
great.
bring you back.
You're not in a great situation at the moment.
I am inside neck stub,
Uh,
and I am
officially-
asleep.
And I
It
am
has-
asleep.
It has partially drawn Sawyer into itself. She is about halfway encased in its neck hole.
That is a rap name if I've ever heard one. Neck stub. Can I? Like, it's just...
That's good.
But that's the end of its turn. Bev, it's not looking
Alright.
great.
All right. So, I have a question.
Yeah.
Do you think my experience with my shotgun would allow me to get it out and assemble it in my action and bonus action combined?
Without a doubt,
I would like to do that, and I would like to get it ready for my next attack.
What a
doable.
queen.
You are ready to go.
All right.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, it was either I needed to reload my pistol or get out my shotgun, and it's time
Yeah.
for the big guns. So
So all of you see Sawyer get eaten, and then Bev just calmly sets down her backpack, opens it, and just pulls out a shotgun and just starts assembling it.
She knows what's up.
That'll be the end of your turn. Hey Jared, hey, guess whose friend it is?
No.
Is it Snake Chain?
No.
You would be right if you guessed Snake Chain.
No.
Please make a
Guess
dexterity
which
saving throw.
Pokemon?
Do I still have advantage?
Yeah, it's not been a minute yet.
Guys, we should make those into shirts. Guess which Pokemon, and then it's just an
Snake
outline of a snake chain.
That was very good. That was very good. That was that's 22.
22. Yeah, you save 100%.
Yay.
It is your turn.
Okay.
This snake chain, you're just like dot. You're like whoa,
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, whoa,
Yeah, yeah.
now. Personal space.
I am going to do what my people have done best for centuries. I'm gonna point my sword at the gross thing. Wait, is it staring me down right now?
No, currently it is staring deep into Sawyer's soul.
No, Sawyer is staring deep into its soul.
Look, when you look into the abyss looks back, Ryan. It's a double
I
action.
point my sword at it, and abyssal. I say the call of my people, and I proclaim Eldritch Blast.
Hey! Good job, Warlock.
Fuck.
How's that? Not good? Not great? Not stellar?
This is falling apart.
You guys were doing real good for a good long while here.
No, you were just doing
okay,
bad.
And
That's
then everything changed once the
And
paladin
the Fire Nation
spited.
attacked.
Yeah, you used up all of the good luck in that one move.
And that one paladin smite.
It doesn't hit. It doesn't. There's
That's
no
a bummer.
question. It doesn't hit, man. It doesn't.
Hey, end of your turn. Snake
What?
chain.
No, stop it.
Hey, Bev, you haven't been snake chained yet, have you?
My goodness.
No, I have
Aaron,
not.
you're brutal.
Can you please make a dexterity save for me?
I would love
Stop.
She's our only hope.
to. Right? That's a 16.
Be gone, snake chain.
Yeah.
You're like, hey. It sees that you have a gun, and it's like, whoa. Whoa, okay, all right.
That's good.
Slow
I
down,
was just about to
Jamal.
start
Don't bring out the
chanting.
nod.
I was just about to start chanting TPK.
I'm
but now
on
I
the
won't.
side of snake
gonna-
chain.
I'm gonna hold off because I think with that we're gonna be okay.
Okay. That'll mean it'll be Grant Johnson.
Okay, so
Your time
DM,
to
I have
shine.
to ask you a question. I think I know the answer, but for Thunderous Smite, it says the first time you hit with a melee weapon attack during the spell's duration, and the duration is up to a minute.
Yep.
So I'm guessing that just means that this is a one-time thing that just whenever
Yes.
I hit,
Yes.
Now,
it's done.
if you miss, it doesn't go away. So,
it
like,
doesn't go away until the
Bailey
minute is
still
up.
has his Wrathful Smite on his weapon right now because he
Got
missed
it.
his attack.
So I've already used my Thunderous Smite, so
Yes.
don't need that. Okay, cool.
Gone forever.
Cool. Then here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to look up at this thing. How am I beneath it still?
No, you.
Did it go back?
It got blasted 10 feet away, so it's now like
Well,
you
but
are
then it charged
directly
back
to the
up to
right
us,
of it.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna just move a little bit closer, so I'm kind of beneath the neck stub, and then I'm going to use my Sacred Oath feature of Peerless Athlete, which is a bonus action. So for the next 10 minutes, I gain advantage on athletic and acrobatics check, and then I can push, pull, and carry 2 times the load, and my high jump and long jump increase by 10 feet.
Yes.
So I'm going to do a standing high jump and try and jump up to Sawyer and just lay on hands 10 hit points.
That is excellent. Doable.
Would I have the chance to like grab her ankles as well? Like-
That would be another action.
So Sawyer
But
is
you
going-
can definitely heal this thing inside of the void. And yes, I referred to Sawyer as a thing because right now it's a
Sawyer-
dead body.
Not anymore. I gave her 10 hit points.
100%.
Get out of there,
Sawyer,
girl.
you're back up. It's not fun.
Yeah, Sawyer
It's
straight
real
up
bad.
came to being the pacifier of a giant arm thing. Like,
Yeah, it's not great for you. You're almost in a more of a like, wish I was still asleep. This was better while I was asleep.
As soon as you like does the lay on hands, you just see your feet start to kick.
Yeah, it's just like, whoa.
So that's my action and my bonus action. So yeah, that's my turn. Well, actually,
Awesome.
is there anyone within 5 feet of me?
Yes. Bailey. Nope. Bailey's back. Jared moved back. No. No, there isn't, because Eugene Crowbar is he's a little bit
Is
away.
there anyone that I can get within 5 feet of without dying?
Sawyer's pretty close. Her feet might be within 5 feet of you.
Okay, if I just do like a little hop, can I be within 5 feet? Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
it'll work. Squares work.
Sweet. Awesome.
I
Vertical
just
like
pictured-
diagonal squares. Yeah.
I just pictured in my head Grant assuming the position of a bunny and hopping next to Sawyer. And I'm so sorry, but that
yes.
so sad.
Bailey
Wow.
Patterson, it's not good. You've dodged a snake chain. Sawyer seems to not be dead. So that's good.
If I remember correctly, I'm being held by this thing's hind legs.
Oh yeah, you're in its arms. You're just
I
right
know-
there, aren't you?
I know I could have just like slid by and not said anything, but I know.
Oh,
that
don't worry.
Bailey's not
I would have remembered once it got to its attack phase.
Okay, good. So I'm gonna roll to get out of that. And-
It'll be a either athletics or acrobatics to escape.
Oh, nice. That's a 19 then.
100%. Once again, you're like snake chain. You
I'm
just
just
kind
like,
of you just pry its arm off and just kind of like settle down.
Indeed, I did indeed do that, and that's about all I can do this turn.
Yes, indeed.
Actually, could I move closer to Bev without provoking opportunity attack?
No, not without provoking an opportunity attack.
Well, then
because,
I will
she's pretty far
stay.
back.
I will stay put and hold up my bat.
Sounds excellent.
She's worth it. Sacrifice for your woman.
I might fall down. And
You
then
never use
Yeah.
possessive terms here. All right, Grant Johnson.
Yeah. Punk.
If that's the end of your turn, that'll be Sawyer. You're currently just in this thing's maw. You're staring at the endless voids. Worlds beyond worlds flash by you, and all of them are suffering.
Oh wow. Okay, so question.
Yeah.
Am I still being held by the chains?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
How do I get out of this? Okay, what can I do?
Well, you can attempt to escape the chains if you would like to roll some form of athletics or acrobatics check to try to get out of them.
Okay, yeah, we'll do
do
that.
that.
You
She,
can
like,
you can
double
still
restrain.
technically make attack rolls. They will just have disadvantage.
Well, I can't.
Get out of there.
Come
girl.
on, Slugger.
I'm gonna try to get out.
Leave.
I like it. Please make one of those two skill checks saving throws that I mentioned. No, skill checks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
skill
athletics or acrobatics.
Yeah.
That's how things work.
That's how numbers work.
D&Ds.
17.
Yes.
Yeah.
You kind of just like you pop one of your arms out and just go and just kind of like fall out of the chains in this pile of like oily goop.
Since I've
Okay,
been
so I'm
making
out of
it-
his mouth.
Yes,
Neck.
you are out of his mouth.
Neck.
Neck.
Okay, so she's just gonna kind of sit there for a sec, and then can she see is Crowbar still on top of this guy?
Oh yeah, pro wrangler.
Yep.
This dude could do bull riding.
Yep.
She's gonna stare and then look up. Do you believe me now?
I think your claims might have had some validity.
Validity. What a good word.
Speaking of Eugene Crowbar Jones, you're wrangling.
Yeah, just straight up wrangling.
It's not fun.
No. Is
Gonna be
there a
sore
chance? Nobody's beneath this thing, right?
Not at the moment. Sawyer is on the ground, but she's out of the way.
Is there anyone next to the creature?
Yes, there's Bailey, there's Grant, there's Sawyer.
Oh, okay. There's lots of people.
Yeah, there's plenty of people.
Can I get
You're
into
living the dream.
flanking with Grant?
If you hop off its back, yes.
Yeah. Okay. I'll hop off his back.
Yep. You just jump. You're like, haha.
And yeah, I'm just gonna
Start swinging away.
I'm crowbarring away.
Get him, Crowbar.
Okay. So that's 14 plus 6 is 20 to hit.
That'll hit.
That is 6 points of damage.
6 points of damage.
Bonus action attack.
Yep.
Okay, come on. I believe. Woo! All right, that's a 19 on die actually.
19. Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay, and that is another 6 points of damage.
Another 6 points of damage.
I'll do like a wide baseball bat swing with my crowbar into its side before I bring up my elbow and just slam it on its back.
You swing and the first crowbar hit thuds into its body, solid impact. Then you kind of you plant your hand on its one of its elbows, pop up and elbow down. You actually hear the spine crack.
Not again. Crowbar, stop.
And it shudders for a couple moments, and then it just falls. It does specifically land on Timothy.
Oh no!
We were so close, guys.
Other than a few core spinal movements after death, it seems dead.
Seems.
I would like to approach and shoot it in its neck hole to make sure it's dead.
You just unload
not a good spot. Do it.
Watch out for Timothy, though.
Bailey, help me, and then I'll try and
I'll help.
lift it over.
I got you, buddy.
That's an 18. That is.
I will roll.
That is 15 damage from my bullet through
This
its neck
thing
hole.
is splattered
All right.
over the ground.
All right.
You manage to pull Timothy out, and he's just curled into a ball. Mind you, this kid is 17, 8, around that age. He's just a naturally small kid. Dude does not look okay in a mental state.
Is he breathing?
Sawyer is sitting on the ground still.
Yeah, Sawyer and Timothy have a very remarkable similarity in terms of facial expression at the moment.
I'll go back over to Sawyer, and I'll kind of lean down next to her and say, "Hey, you okay?"
That was both the coolest and most horrifying thing I've ever seen.
Right.
Well, here, this will help. I think. I'm not really sure. I don't know what I'm doing, and then I'll give her the last 10 of my lay on hands.
Yeah,
my physical therapist showed me this once.
All right. Well, is everybody okay? I hope there are no more of those things. We found Timothy. We can leave unless anybody needs immediate help right now.
Jared genuinely coughs up a little bit of blood and is just yeah, we should.
Well,
Jared, come here.
Is it wise to
Come
just
here.
go home?
Well, I don't know what else we'll do here.
Well, I'm just
should get
saying,
Timothy
is
home.
it wise for our parents to see us like this?
We need to
I just
talk.
looked down at myself, who's untouched.
I
I'm
think
untouched as well,
covered
but
in the oily goop from this monster that is just splashed kind of everywhere.
and I imagine that when I shot it with the shotgun, I got splashed.
Oh
as
yeah,
well.
you look gross.
Great.
Physically, you're unharmed.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. Jared approaches Sawyer, and as he does, he's just we should.
She's just gonna slap a hand on him and do cure wounds.
We should have a conversation.
Once
about
again, this
this.
kind of green glow stems from Sawyer's hands, and it actually, just from a base glance, it looks like roots regrow over some of your wounds and then turn back into skin.
I can only give you 9.
That's fine.
Not
Thank
bad.
you.
That's half his health.
You're not wrong.
Mr. DM, sir.
Yeah.
From before, you described a window where an orange light was.
Yes. Now that this creature is in its hopefully final resting place, the fog has kind of begun to drift a little lower, and you can see the windows on the very top of this building. Sure enough, there is still that kind of yellowish orange light coming through them. But you can see towards the start of the fog, there's almost it kind of looks like a reverse mirror kind of effect that is kind of flickering and jittering every once in a while. It doesn't look incredibly stable.
Is there anything that is within 15 feet, or actually 18 feet that I could jump onto to get a closer look at the ledge?
There is a ladder on the wall that if you were to climb, you could get to kind of that upper catwalk. You weren't able to see it before because of the fog, but you could get high enough to look through the window.
I'm gonna do that.
Hey, be careful now. That might be old.
Yeah, you move the ladder, you climb up, you get to the
I would like
catwalk.
to hold it while he climbs.
Yep, doable.
Sawyer's just gonna put her hands on her head and roll back and lay down.
Yep. You climb up, you get a hand on the windowsill and kind of pull yourself up just to look over. And you look into what is you look into Rock Creek. But it is bathed in the light of the sunset. Which you should know, you've only been in this building for a little bit, and it was like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock maybe, and it was like full of cloud.
Oh.
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 No.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
I think he was gonna say full of clout.
Well, actually, we should take this time to promote Aaron and how great of a job that he's doing. He basically had like 3 days to plan this, and then we just kind of like all threw it together. So we're really excited. Also, if you like this type of content, feel free to go check us out on our regular campaign, DM'd by myself, with all these crazy kids being the players.
Am I back?
Woo!
Oh, and he's
We're all in
back.
different
That's gonna be.
We
on Monday
switched
night.
places.
Now, now Lydia's the DM.
Yes.
Oh.
All right, sorry about that. Yeah, internet is not my friend. Anyway, Grant, you were looking out over Rock Creek.
Yes, I was.
The sun, it is bathed in the sunset glow, this kind of orangish yellow. You can still see, it seems like a legitimate sunset. Like there's pink and purple in the sky. The farther reaches, the clouds are lit up in that golden glow. But there is no movement anywhere out. You do notice some inconsistencies. This isn't the same Rock Creek that you normally would think of. Like, you specifically from this vantage point, you can see the Patterson farm. There are no crops. You can see in the distance there is a single tree, kind of in the middle. You can just barely see it. And you can see their house and everything, but there is no corn, there is no crops anywhere. You can also see a bit of your land. It does have some crops growing, but not extensively. But you do see some little moving creatures where your cattle yards would be. Other than that, it seems once again eerily silent. That same kind of uneasiness that comes when there is no sound, when there definitely should be something. There is no wind, there are no bugs, there's no birds in the sky. There is absolutely nothing.
I'm like looking through the window, right?
Yep.
What's like just on the other side of the window?
Open air.
Open air?
About 120-foot drop to the ground.
Oof. Okay. Never mind. I'm not gonna crawl through the window. I'm just gonna is it like a bar that's propping it open?
Oh yeah, you can. Well, it's actually closed right now, but you could open it. It's just a clear glass window. That's the other thing. The windows aren't broken here. They're just normal glass.
Not broken. Okay. I'm going to take off my flannel. And then I'm just going to cover this window with it. Is there something I can hook it on, or?
You can prop together some kind of makeshift thing to kind of block this window. Now there are multiple windows,
but this is the one that's glowing.
Oh no, they're all of them up until the point where the shimmering kind of double-sided mirror is. All shine with the light from this.
I see. So it's not just one window that's glowing orange, it's all of them.
Yep. The first 2 or 3 look to be not, because they're past that kind of barrier. But for the most part, yes, the sunset seems prevalent here.
Okay. Well, nothing to report, and I go down.
Hey,
Sounds
Grant,
great.
I really think we better start going. I hope there's not more of those things.
No,
I
don't
have
think.
to agree.
I don't think there are. We should really get Timothy home.
Yeah.
Yeah, you.
Can I?
Sawyer?
Timothy is in a shaking ball on the ground.
I'll go
catch
pick him up.
I was gonna say,
Yeah,
can I?
we
Can
can-
I actually walk over? I'll walk over to Sawyer
Me as well.
and just kind of just be like, Sawyer, are you right there? You need?
What?
Would you like a hand?
We're gonna get you home, Sawyer. Come on.
Okay.
I'll just-
She's gonna stand up
Yeah, just
and like put her
like-
arms up and
yeah, just like throw
I'll
an
help
arm
her.
over the shoulder.
You guys cross back through. You exit. The fog is still here, but it isn't nearly this like blinding, thick, white, almost smoke. More just kind of sits around the ground. Much more normal fog than that you are used to. Cross through, and sure enough, you just walk back through. And you don't see any evidence once you're on this side of that creature that you just blew up with a shotgun.
Okay,
real
I'm
quick-
carrying what's his
Alright.
buckets, and he's
Real
heavy.
quick,
So.
I forgot to say this. Real quick, I'd like to just real quick look closer on the body, maybe roll it over if I can, just to look at it to see if I could describe it better.
Make
Like if there's
a
anything like, I mean, player wise, me Grant wise, I'm thinking like if there's like markings or something. But Bailey wise, he's
that's
just
actually
thinking,
really
I
solid.
want to
Make an
describe this to my
investigation check.
grandparents.
Can I help him out with that? I
100%.
So I see him approach it, and I still have this worry that it could wake back up. So I just walk with him with my gun ready.
And an investigation is an intelligence, right?
Yes.
All right.
You have advantage because Bev is assisting you.
Perfect, which did help a lot. That is a 18.
18. You do find on the inside of the neck where it would have been before Bev blew it up, you do find what may have at one point in time been some kind of symbol or tattoo almost on the inside of its neck, but it has been blown to just smithereens. You can make out maybe like 2 or 3 lines.
As I yell, Grant, get over here, quick.
I just set down Timothy and then go back over.
I say, use your doodad. Get this on there. Get a picture of this thing.
I take out my nifty new iPhone and take a picture of it.
All right,
Yes.
now let's get out of here. Let's get out.
Wait, wait, what was on the body again? I apologize.
There was what appeared to have at one point in time been some form of symbol, but it's hard to tell what it is because it's riddled with the shotgun shells.
Okay.
So, and flak
Bev
and
just
just
smiles.
great times.
With some good old birdshot.
All right,
But
now
yeah,
let's get out of here.
you guys cross back through the barrier. It is a normal stormy day. The thunder is rolling outside. And if you look back to where the fog is still there and kind of that, like, once again, low against the ground, but you can't see the body or anything else that would evidence it being there.
Hey, Grant,
Yeah.
can I take a look at that picture that you took of it?
Yeah. It's in my back pocket.
Does
Someone
it
else wanna
show
grab?
up on the phone?
Yeah.
I'll take it out. Does
Okay.
it?
Hit the button. It's 1443.
Oh,
Is
all
the
right.
password.
Why don't
And
you
then-
just use one of the easy phones with the buttons on it?
And then
Wow.
yeah, you're just gonna go to the it says gallery.
It says gallery. Okay.
Yeah, right there. Yeah, there you go. And there's the
All
picture.
right. All right. Did it actually
Yes,
take a picture?
the picture has been
Do I
taken.
see it?
Yeah, you can see it.
All right.
Hey,
All right. Thank you.
hey DM.
It's not a vampire
Yeah.
mirror.
The whispers, are they still?
They have faded.
Okay.
They're still a little bit there. They always kind of are, but now it's back to the normal levels of like once every like 10 minutes.
Oh,
I slip his phone just back into his pocket.
Yep. Well, I'm sure that this whole touchscreen thing is just a fad. It'll probably fade away in a couple of years,
yeah.
so you won't have to deal with it.
I fold the sword back into place, and it turns back into a pocket knife.
Yep.
By the way.
And you guys head out. I assume you get into your respective vehicles. Where would you like to
Bailey,
go?
before
Oh, wow.
as we're approaching the vehicles, I kind of stop everyone. I say, now listen. My grandparents, for a long time, I've told stories of old folklore and old tales. Some from Native Americans, some from just farming communities in the past, and I mean, I've always thought they're just stories, but some of them kind of sound similar to what happened in there. They might know some stuff about this kind of thing, because I know I don't, and so I think they're a good place to start if we want to try to find answers to what's happening around here.
I do definitely think that we should stick together.
Sawyer's gonna turn her head to Crowbar. There's a monster in his cornfields and point at Bailey.
Whoa, what are you talking about? What kind of monster? I ain't never seen nobody there.
Yeah, there's one.
How? Why would you say that?
Because there is one.
Well,
you guys actually do kind of know there is a kind of the Patterson myth. It's kind of passed around the younger kids. It's kind of a challenge for like middle and like junior high school kids to like supposedly somewhere on the Patterson land there's a cursed tree that like you have to wander through the cornfields to try to find that. So apparently it's supposed to like kill you, and there's a monster that like hunts near the tree and stuff. But you guys, it's just one of those legends. It's like, hey, go touch the spooky thing in the cornfield.
He looks
Sawyer
at
is
Sawyer.
so tired though.
He looks
so
at
she's just
Sawyer
blurting things.
sternly. He looks at Sawyer sternly and says, "Now I've heard the stories about the tree on our land, and I can assure you there's nothing going on there. I've worked in that field several times. I just think that my grandparents would have something to say about that, and that's it."
I'm sure they would. Bailey, don't you think there's a chance that there is a monster there, but it doesn't affect your family, and that's why you've been living there so long?
I highly doubt that if there was a monster in our field, it wouldn't affect our family.
Are we going to just completely graze over the fact that apparently we all can do things?
I've been telling you guys I can do things.
No, but like really
Now they,
do
like,
things, and I like
Well,
cast dancing lights and have them just rotate around my hand, and I'm like
seems to me that you guys are the ones able to do special things. I've been able to do this for years.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Nothing.
all I did was hit that thing with my crowbar.
I didn't get any particularly impressive
Eugene.
stuff today.
Although I did seem to hit it a lot more than I thought I normally would.
Eugene, you've moved. I've never seen you move that fast before in my entire life. And Bev, I know you're good. You're not build a shotgun in under 6 seconds good.
Well, I don't know. You haven't seen me in a couple years now. A couple
Your
months.
record was 15 back in the day.
All right, whatever. And I turned off Fairphone. I'm like, maybe I'm just imagining things then.
Jared, actually, I guess you might have a bit of a point. I felt like sometimes I had more wall up in my words and my swings than I normally did in there.
Yeah, by the way, a minute just barely passes, and Bailey, you never got to actually use your spell, so finally your baseball bat stops being on fire.
It was on fire.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit on fire.
I like hold it at the end and I let go, and there's just like it's like burned wood. It's just smoking, and I'm like, yeah, there's something going on here.
Mr. DM.
Yeah.
This is probably good for later as well, but wherever we end up going to, I'm gonna start crafting a bad news gun.
Sounds great.
That
Deals
sounds bad.
2d12
Oh yeah.
damage.
Oh, yeah.
on it.
Yeah.
Sounds great.
We're all talking, I just start thinking to myself, I think I'm gonna need a bigger gun and things like this.
Awesome. I will talk to you at some point in time.
Let's talk as we go. Let's get
told
Timothy
you
home, and I go
guys.
put him in my truck.
Just in the back. Just throw a bag
No,
over him.
it's shotgun.
Now,
In the cab.
now, Grant, drive nice. You got injured in your car, and I get in my Chevy.
Always drive nice.
80 miles.
I'm going to cast message.
Yep.
And send a message over to Sawyer, and it's simply just gonna say, it's just gonna ask, and be like, are you 100% okay with what happened in there?
Jared's voice appears within your mind.
Looks over to Jared.
I just kind of like, for a brief moment, like, oh, that actually worked.
Sawyer, are you okay?
You can respond with 25 words or less.
Yes.
She doesn't know that.
Yeah, I know.
Didn't put into
Jared-
the message, Jared.
Yeah, Jared doesn't know if she can respond. Jared's just kind of like,
You just hear back like, what the frick was that?
I cast message again. It's like, I am communicating with you telepathically, I think.
She just goes from like,
Just becomes much more excited.
and she goes, well, I'm better now.
It's pretty cool, isn't it?
Sawyer.
Yeah.
Sawyer, do you need me to hold on? Are you good now?
No, I'm fine. I'm just gonna push him away.
Okay, I'll just I'll wipe off my crowbar and get into the Chevy.
Excellent. So,
I get into the bed of the truck again, and I recommend to Sawyer, I think you should sit down for this one.
Oh no, I was planning on it. And she's gonna
Alright.
curl up into like a little ball and just lay down.
yeah, after
Right.
staring at the endless void for a little while, it's rough. So are you guys heading to the Larson residence first?
On the
Yeah.
way, I'll give Mrs. Larson a call.
I
Oh, of
think
course, yeah.
that's wise.
Yeah.
Yep, she picks up
With
and
your
she says,
cellular
"Hello,
device.
this is the Larson residence."
Hey, Ms. Larson, this is Grant Johnson. We found Tim. Where would you like us to take him?
She lists her address, which I don't have off the top of my head.
Blah, blah, blah,
Four-
blah.
1410 South North Street.
Yeah, South North Street.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
it's a thing.
Awesome, Mrs. Larson. We'll be there in just a little bit. Also, not trying to be like needy or anything, but if you guys could have like a glass of water available while we do that.
Oh,
We're all a little
anything you
tired.
need. Is Timothy okay?
Sure.
Meanwhile, Timothy is shaking in the
Okay.
bag.
Yeah, I mean,
He's
okay.
He's not physically hurt too much. Well, you'll see. Anyway, we'll be there in like 5 minutes.
That is
yes.
not
Mhm.
comforting to hear for a mother.
Oh,
Real
we're trying to
quick.
get comfy in our
Def-
shop.
Definitely said that in character.
I know it's a long shot, but real quick before we leave, you said that we saw what looked like a place that there were tire tracks before that came.
Yeah, you do see some tire indentations.
How distinct are they?
Not very.
Can we
They
figure
seem
out the
like
tread
truck
on them?
tires, as you would guess. No, it's gravel.
Dang.
You just
Yeah.
know that there were things
Yeah,
there, but
yeah.
they seem wide enough space that it would probably be trucks.
Trucks. Okay.
Well, that
True.
narrows it down.
Yeah,
That narrows it down
only a
to
couple people own trucks.
only
in the Midwest.
7/8 out of the population.
Well, if we're wondering who brought him here, you guys do all remember that what's his name? Jason. He said that he showed up with like a bunch of Crowbar's friends.
Right.
Well,
Well, his
friends.
Friends. Do I remember, Mr. DM? Was it always the same people?
No, but they were mainly members of like some random athletic thing. There were a couple that weren't, but I don't know, athletic groups.
Right. Okay.
Is Tim's in the truck, huh?
Oh yeah,
All right.
he seems not great.
Is he
Seems not stellar.
is he awake?
Oh yeah, his eyes are real open.
All right. I just from the bed of the truck just kind of want to like lean into the window and just say like, Tim, why were you here last night?
His eyes just open and he turns to look at you. And his mouth like opens and then it just closes a couple times. It's like a fish out of water. He does not seem to be in a great mental state at the moment.
Well, maybe you should shut your eyes for the drive.
He remembers that he can blink and closes his eyes a couple of times. So officially, you have confirmed that he can comprehend your words somewhat.
Somewhat. Cool. Well,
Nice.
Yeah.
I drive to 154 South North Street.
Yep, something like that.
Something.
1447? I don't remember.
South.
I think you said
East
1401 actually.
Could be 1401. Perfect.
Yeah, great. I drive there.
There's only one house on the street. It's convenient.
Nice.
How it got to 1400, we'll never know.
That was the
Yeah.
year it was established.
Yeah, exactly. You end up at the Larson residence. This nice little like house. It's just a simple little one. Mid class. Mrs. Larson is in the driveway.
Yeah, I don't want to show my gun out in the open. I don't want to, other than looking not very well, I don't want to make it clear that I had to use it. So
Yeah.
I'm just gonna like put it under my bag.
So you roll up to the house. You stow your weaponry.
Oh, your weaponry.
She runs up to the truck. And she says, it's Timothy? Timothy?
He's in the
Mrs.
shotgun seat.
Larson, I don't think he's all right in the head right now. I think
Lord
that,
above,
We saw
what
some
happened
weird
to y'all?
things.
I think he went through something not very
What is
good
on
last
you?
night.
Where were you?
I wish I knew.
I don't know. It's
We-
really
we
gross.
saw
You want to
some-
smell it?
No, I wouldn't do that. We're a little concerned. He can clearly understand my words, but I think he just needs to go right to bed, if I'm being honest.
What happened? And she will go around to the shotgun open and then kind of like
Yeah,
Pick
Yeah,
out
Bailey's
Timothy.
we'll
has
all get
pulled up.
out.
Miss Larson. Now, do you know who Timothy was with last night?
No, he just said he had to go.
He
Where
can't-
did you find him?
That old factory that just right on the edge of town.
The one with the murder.
All right, okay.
Oh, sorry.
Well, it must have been. Did he get? I know that it's real dangerous in there.
Right.
Did he get
we-
like stuck or trapped or what?
From what we could tell, he was stuck, in a matter of speaking. But I don't know if he's physically harmed, but I do think that he has experienced some kind of trauma in his head.
Well, Timothy's a strong boy. I'll bring him right to bed. I can't thank you enough for what you did.
I would recommend that.
Hey, Aaron.
Yeah.
Would Bailey know any like quote unquote remedies or anything like that that my grandparents recommends for when like stuff like this happens?
Lavender. It always
mean-
works.
We might
Couple
be able to
glasses of
ask-
Fireball whiskey.
You
That's
burn
it.
yourself
Without
in a pit of sage.
Right.
Okay. So Bailey walks up to Miss Larson and says, Miss Larson,
Yeah,
don't
Bailey.
be alarmed. I suggest, oftentimes when there's kind of states like this or they're rather shocked, a couple small glasses of, what'd you say, whiskey?
Fireball.
Fireball whiskey. I know it sounds alarming, but that does seem to help. That's
Her
what we
eyes
do.
like open. She says, "I mean, how old are you?"
You're calling me the crazy
Miss-
one.
Oh, miss, my family uses that as a remedy, and it is indeed legal when the parents.
I'm just going to take him to a doctor.
That
That works
I
too.
think would be wise.
I don't know. I think the whiskey was probably a pretty good idea,
It
admittedly.
does help. It does
He-
To
help.
each
she
his
kinda-
own, I would say.
She kind of shakes her head and just you can just barely hear to herself. Kids growing up these days need some help. But she kind of leads Timothy. He kind of manages to stand a little now that he sees like his mother and stuff and is in a place that he knows. He's able to stand a little bit. It seems like he's a little bit better than he was in the truck right over here.
All right.
And she says, "Well, I really ought to get taking care of Timothy. I can't thank you enough."
Yeah.
It's no problem,
It's
Mrs.
no big
Larson.
deal.
I'm
Well,
just
I-
glad we were able to find him.
Well, y'all stay safe. I don't know what kind of trouble you've gotten into. I mean, you had to have pulled him out of some kind of broken machine to get that much oil all over you. But
Right.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
No, I got
It
eaten
was
alive.
quite dirty in there.
By a
the
machine.
machine.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
No,
Ah.
wasn't a
Yeah.
machine.
Yeah.
It's a
So
machine.
And I kind of, I get close to her in the bed, and I kind of like nudge her. I'm like, by the machine. Well, you have a good night there, Mrs. Larson.
You all too. Thank you again so much. I can never thank you enough. If you ever need anything, just call the Larsons, and we'll do everything we can.
All right. And when she's a distance away, I'd like to turn to Sawyer and say, I apologize. I do not like interrupting you, but there are some people that will not be capable of understanding what we went through today. So
Yeah, I know.
statements will be probably the best to not cause alarm and cause people to think that there's something wrong with our heads.
What does it matter if I say it?
Oof.
I mean nothing about that, Sawyer. I just mean that she's already in a fragile state because Timmy went missing. I just think the most simple thing while talking to her, at the very least, is to make it seem like it wasn't that bad, because she's already been worrying enough about Timmy.
Well, if he needs help, she needs to know what happened.
Maybe once we get more answers.
I definitely think we should talk to Bailey's grandparents and see what they can tell us. And if they think it wise to tell her everything, then we can.
Fine.
Bailey,
Thank you kindly, Sawyer.
do you mind if you drop me off back at the diner?
To get your car.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can all drive. We can do that real quick. It's a ways out to the property, so it's not bad. You guys just all follow me then.
Sure.
Yeah. You guys all get in, recover your respective vehicles or however you managed to get there, and all follow Bailey Patterson out to the Patterson farm. Yes, Eugene?
I will say I don't go.
Oh, you don't go to the Patterson farm?
No.
Wow, way to make my life difficult.
Whoa.
No, I would like to go to the person who I know was the cruelest and the meanest when I was freshman or sophomore.
Oh,
I was going to take my bike because that's how I got here. Do you think I might notice if I wanted to leave last that he's not going in that direction?
there's a chance. Can you roll just a basic intelligence check for me?
All right. 14.
14. You would notice that he takes a different turn than the rest of them as you kind of get on your bike. You also would be able to tell, Eugene Crowbar Jones.
Right.
He's got the same look on his face as he did junior year.
I'd like to follow him.
Yeah. It was a rough time. Yeah, so I'll deal with you two sometime.
Once again, Drew and Hannah off on their own
Every
adventure.
god dang time, splitting the party. Anyway, for the majority of you who make my life easy, head to the Patterson farm, the Patterson acreage. Patterson Acres is how it says on the sign on the way in. It's a long dirt road up to the Patterson house. Very standard, big, like farmhouse looking, like long house. They have an old red barn in the back. A few like livestock pens and stuff, but the majority of the Patterson acreage is farmland. So it's corn and wheat and beans and stuff like that. All sorts of good things. Sure enough, Bailey, your dad is not there at the moment. He's probably out in the fields working or fixing something. Around this time, because it's hitting around 4 or 5, your mom most likely went out. She has a book club on most nights. She hangs out with other moms, and you're pretty sure that they mainly drink wine. But there is some reading involved. But your grandparents are almost definitely home right now.
All right. So once we all get out, now my father's probably out in the field, probably be out there for another 2 or 3 hours, maybe a little longer. But my grandparents should be inside. They're usually home, and I lead them inside unless they want to do anything else outside.
Sure enough, you
following
lead
with
them
them.
in. The smell of bread and cookies is wafting throughout the house. Your grandma's definitely cooking right now.
Me, Ma, Pa, we're home.
You
I brought
see
friends.
a white, fluffy, permed head pop out from behind. Your grandma, Marge Patterson, pokes her head around the wall. It says,
Marge Patterson.
Bailey! Oh, you brought
Yep.
friends with you.
I did. They're old friends.
Our table's big enough for however many you need. How many you got?
Let's see. Currently, we got only us 4, but there's 2 others that are supposed to show at some point.
Yes, Sawyer?
Sawyer looks very uncomfortable.
She doesn't even look like... This is the first time that you think someone has looked at you and not immediately judged your appearance. And she says, well, let's see, if that's 6, then I'll set the table for an extra 5. Now, I might have to have a separate kids table for some of you, but I'll set as many as you need. What's the occasion? Is there anything special going on?
Well, something strange just happened. We wanted to run by you, and Pa, if he's around.
Oh, well, that's plenty fine. I'm so sorry. I forgot introductions. My name's Marge. Bailey, who's your friends?
All right. If you don't remember, this is Sawyer, and this is Jared, and this is Grant.
How you doing?
Back in the day, we used to hang around one another, but it's been a while. It's kind of nice to catch up.
She walks over, and as you're introduced, she either like grabs you on the shoulder, like shakes your hand, or does go in for a hug. And
Sawyer's
she says some like little comment like, "Oh, Grant, I heard that your father's running for mayor this year. Is that true?"
He's not quite sure yet. He was thinking about it, but we're debating it. He's got a lot.
Well,
of work
he
on the
sounds like a
farm,
good
so.
man. I wish him luck. And she says, "Oh, so you're the Blakely girl. I know you're a bit new around here. Are you doing good? Is everything going all right?" That's just dandy. That's so great. And you're the fellow. You're the one with the poetry.
Is okay? Yeah, technically yes.
Oh no, our daughter, daughter-in-law. She's a big fan of the arts, and there's been a couple of times that she just likes to show up to the school when there's art things going on. I'm pretty sure she mentioned you. You're very good.
Thank you. Finer tastes then, I suppose. Thank you.
I'm just cooking up some roast beef and taters. So
How old are you?
well,
Sawyer.
let's see. That's a mighty fine question. It's been a while since I've really thought about it. That's the DM saying, I don't know.
78.
Yeah, sure.
But she says, well, I've got some pots to watch. Bailey, if you need to talk to Richard, he's in the living room where he normally is. The game's on, so.
Okay. I hate to interrupt him, but this is rather
it's all right.
important.
If it's something important, he won't mind.
Yeah. Plus, I think you guys will kind of like what we're about to talk about.
Well,
Just strange stuff.
If you want, you can talk it over with him now. But if it's really that important, you can save it till dinner if you need.
I think it's best we talk sooner rather than later.
Well, alrighty. Well, I'll be in the kitchen. Oh heavens! I forgot to the timer on the bread. And she bustles around the corner, and you hear some pots and pans being like moved and set.
I turn to my comrades, my friends, and I say, if you can't tell, my family's definitely a family of culture. My pa might say some things that sound alarming. Take it with a grain of salt. They've passed down stories for a long while, so we'll try to glean what we can. Maybe they got something to say, but if not, it was worth a shot.
Your grandfather would be in the living room, probably in his lazy boy recliner, covered in blankets. Your grandpa, you don't think he's left that chair for weeks.
Okay. Classic. Now, you guys don't feel nervous. Ask any questions. They're pretty okay with anything. So might as well get to it. And I'll lead him into the living room. Howdy, Pa.
He looks at you, one eye a little bit shut. Currently, there is some random football game on right now. You don't even know where it would be because it's summer. So like, there's just it might be a rerun, it might be recorded. It's hard to tell. There's an old kind of smooth cane sitting to the right of the chair. And he looks at you and he says, "Boy, who brought you brought friends with you?"
I did. I used to run with them back in the day, and it's been a while, but we're back. Some strange happenings have kind of brought us together again, and I was thinking,
well,
maybe
get on with it. Get to the point.
Yes, sir. So we all had the same dream. What was that? One night ago?
Last night.
Yes, yeah.
And we all met up, and then the Larson woman, Miss Larson, forget her first name. She walked into the shop we were at, the little diner, Taste of Sweets, and she said Timothy went missing. And after tracking down the trail, talking to a few folks, it led to the factory. And while we were there, some things happened. There was a wall of fog. Grant, you said the land was like bad or something like that, didn't you?
I almost got eaten.
Yeah, the ground was like desecrated.
Yeah, he said that, and then there's this large tan beast that fell from the ceiling in the fog. And we did in fact find Tim Larson. That was good. And then Sawyer made fire.
I did do that.
And I did this to my bat, and I show him the hand mark. And just chains were acting on their own, and it was. I'm just glad we got out alive. And I'm sorry if this sounds crazy or not put together well. I'm a little shaken by it, but I was wondering if you had any idea of what might be happening.
All of you notice as Bailey is talking, a slight change in good Grandpa Patterson. Originally very relaxed, almost sunk into the point where he has joined with this chair as a single creature. You see him kind of straighten up, and Sawyer, you notice the biggest thing that you notice is his eyes. Originally this kind of like dull gray. As Bailey talks, they almost brighten up, and now they're this piercing, almost metallic silver. Jared, the biggest thing that you notice is that the whispering starts up a little bit again, but instead of that kind of urgent feel, it's almost scared. And Richard Patterson leans forward and he says, "Damn. Thought we were done with this crap."
Did something happen back in the day that I don't know about?
There's a lot of things you don't know about, Bailey. But,
yes, sir.
Well, I should ask. The more you know, the less able you're going to be to get out of it. And so this goes to all y'all. How much do you want to know?
Well,
you can leave right now. You can turn tail. You can go, and there won't be any problems.
Okay. I'm not speaking for everyone here, but Mr. Patterson, I haven't slept in about a week. And that's not meaning that I'm exhausted. In fact, I don't need sleep. And I have this, and I pull out the knife, and I go, I don't know what this even is. And we just all almost died. So personally, I kind of want to know what's going on.
I'll be honest, Bailey, you don't have a choice. So, you too.
With all due respect, sir, I'd also like to know. I'm in with Bailey. I was able to do a couple different things that are concerning to me, as they were cool and everything, but I don't know where they came from or why they happened, and I'd very much like to know.
Sawyer already seems to have a handle on some of this. Right, Sawyer? I would like to not get involved, but it seems to me that there's going to be a whole lot more danger for other folks if we don't. So I'd very much like to know what's happening, so that maybe we could do something about it if there's more of those things anyways.
Well, that's the case for all of you. We'll still have to find the other two, but alrighty then. He finally begins to very slowly creak out of this old lazy boy, grabs his cane and leans heavily on it as he stands up.
Bailey helps him up.
Yeah, he said, "Hey, I'm old, but I can do it myself."
Yes, sir. Let's go.
Marge. She says, "Yeah? I need the keys." She goes, "Which keys? Did you lose the keys to the truck again? They're hanging on the hook." He says, "No, Marge, I need the keys." There's a brief pause. She goes, "Oh, they're on the other hook." He goes, "Thank you, Marge." And he stands up, hobbles his way to the door, and grabs an old little iron key hanging on a little key ring on a hook hanging thing. Grabs it and says, "Follow me." And he hobbles out the door towards the old red barn.
We all follow him, I'm assuming.
Great. Figured I'd ask for confirmation.
Yes, of course.
I turn tail and run.
Goodness, finally. He hobbles all the way up to the barn, gets in. Bailey, you've been in this barn all the time. It's still used. It's where you hold any of your small, any of the feed for any of your livestock, the little bit that you have.
We house
all
the
of
tractor
that.
in there.
There's fertilizer. There's the tractor. It's also filled with a bunch of really old tools. You have random scythes that haven't been used in 100 years. Just probably these are antiques, and if they were well maintained, they would maybe be worth money. And let me tell you, the blades have been well kept. But because you should treat your tools well.
That's right.
Indeed.
But he leads you to a place that you haven't been in since you were very little, Bailey. In the back corner, there's this little almost lean-to extra room in the barn that is your grandpa's workshop. He hasn't been in there since you were 8. But he kind of sticks the key in the knob and turns it and says, "All right, I'll repeat it again. This is your last shot. There are things in here that'll leave you changed."
Just open the door.
"All right. I like a girl that speaks her mind. At least you get to the point better than my son does." He turns the key, opens it, and it leads into a dusty workshop. Hanging on the wall, there's a bunch of rusty tools. There's a little rusty vise connected to the desk in the corner. There's an unfinished birdhouse. And he says, "Well, I suppose I should greet y'all. Welcome to the Homestead Society." That's where we'll end this session.
The Homestead Society.
The Homestead Society.
The
Interesting.
Homestead Society.
For those, can I say what the Homestead Act was real quick?
You
For those of
certainly
you that
may
aren't
include,
Midwestern.
I will explain it in the next episode.
Okay, then I won't. It's
Okay,
a Midwestern thing.
Do your research. Look it up.
A Midwestern thing, yeah.
Wow.
Interesting.
Sweet.
Okay.
And we'll see where Drew and Hannah, Eugene and Bev
They're
end
dead.
up.
They're all dead.
They died.
Oh, they're gone.
Real dead.
Oh, they're so gone.
Yeah,
They're
I'm super
real
excited for the next session.
Feel so bad for Sawyer.
Good luck and Godspeed. See you next time, Dungeoneers.
Good luck and
All right.
Godspeed.
Woo! Bye.
Hey, see you guys.
Bye.